class 10 children. Now in this video we will learn a new chapter, chapter 11, coordinate geometry. So you have heard this word coordinate geometry, and in graph, whenever we do any graph plottings, actually graph also is a part of coordinate geometry, but this is such a coordinate geometry where graph will be not used, but the concept of graph will be here. So graph will be not used, but that concept will be very important in this chapter. As you all know, like these all points, actually this is the part of coordinate geometry where the first number is called abscissa and the second number is called ordinate. So abscissa and ordinate, they combine together and it is called coordinate. So abscissa and ordinate join together and form coordinate. So today we are going to learn some of the formulas, and related to formula some examples also we will solve. Like first, distance formula. Suppose there is a straight line whose points, first point is P and the ending point is Q. Point P, suppose coordinate is x1, y1, and point Q coordinate is x2, y2. Now I mean to say x1, y1 means it can be anything. It can be 3, 2, 1, 4 like that. Here it can be 4, 5. But you just think it is x1, y1, it is x2, y2. Then you are asked find the distance between PQ, means what is the distance from P to Q. Normally if you use scale you can find the distance, but here without using scale also, with the help of coordinates we can find distance, and the formula is distance of PQ, that means from here to here the distance will be x2 minus x1 whole square. That means this one minus this one. I am taking both the first, that means I am taking abscissa, but from here to here I am subtracting x2 minus x1 whole square. So this one minus this one whole square, plus again same thing, but second one I am taking, that is ordinate. Ordinate minus ordinate. Ordinate of second minus ordinate of first whole square. Y2 minus y1 whole square. Now based on this formula, immediately I will teach you one example. Today I am going to do one thing. I will first show you formula, then I will show you one example also. Like find the distance between the pair of points and the coordinate is √2 plus 1, 2. First coordinate, and second coordinate is 1, 2 minus √2. This is second coordinate. Here this one, first one is x1, second one is y1. This is x2, this is y2. You can see here the first one is x1, y1, second one is x2, y2. Same thing, x1, y1, x2, y2. So same thing again, I have drawn a line and here I have written the coordinates name, same coordinates, first one and second one here. Now distance, as there is no name P and Q, so directly I wrote distance equal to formula. Just now I taught you x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square root over. Now what I had told you, x2 minus x1 means, you can see here this is x2, this is x1. So abscissa of second minus abscissa of first. So here it will be 1 minus √2 plus 1. So you can see 1 minus √2 plus 1 are two numbers. So I used bracket because there is minus also. So 1 minus √2 plus 1, and as I am using first bracket inside, so outside I made it second bracket whole square. So same formula, plus y2 minus y1, that means this is y2, this is y1. So 2 minus √2, this is y2, minus y1, that is 2. So 2 minus √2 minus 2, this one minus this one, so whole square. Now I will open the bracket, 1 minus √2 minus into plus minus 1 whole square plus 2 got cancelled, plus minus, so minus √2 whole square root over. I am forgetting to say root over also is in the formula. Now here 1 got cancelled because plus minus. Now minus √2 whole square is 2, because what happens, minus √2 whole square means actually I have to multiply minus root 2 into minus root 2. So what happens? Minus into minus is plus, and root 2 into root 2 is actually 2. That's why here I wrote 2, and here also minus 2 times plus, and minus minus into minus is plus, root 2 whole square is 2. 2 plus 2 is root 4, root 4 is 2 unit. So that formula I showed you. Now second formula I will discuss. Second formula is, there is a straight line, and this is first point, this is second point, and somewhere else, anywhere in this path, there is one point R whose coordinate is named as xy. So this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2, and this is x comma y. Now this is the ratio, m1 is to m2. Now what is the ratio? I will tell you. Suppose the length of this line is, suppose I am saying length of this line is suppose 7 unit. Suppose 2 unit is this side, 5 unit is this side. That means the length of the straight line has been divided into 2 parts because of this point. The length of 7 has become now 2 plus 5 because of this point. So this is called ratio. Now same thing I am going to explain. The coordinate of point R, this R be x comma y, which divides, this R divides the line segment joining the point P x1 y1 and Q x2 y2. So this P and Q line has been divided by point R, and internally means, yes, from inside it is dividing internally in the ratio m1 is to m2, and by when it divided, the ratio is m1 is to m2. For example, I said 7, that means 2 is to 5, but we do not know it is 7 or not, we do not know. In that case the ratio is m1 is to m2, and then in that case the formula will be are the given by, now this x equal to m1 into x2. Now what we do, we take first x, the middle point, first number, the first abscissa we take from the middle portion, the x equal to m1 means this ratio into x2. When I take first from here also I will take first one, that is m1 into x2 plus, if I take m2, then from m2 will multiply with x1 and divided by addition of m1 plus m2, m1 plus m2. That means what happens, when I take x, here I will take x2, here I will take x1, and first this part ratio will multiply with that side, and this part ratio will multiply with that side, means in opposite direction. m1 is here but not multiplying with its own partner, multiplying to the other part, and m1 is multiplying with the other part. So that is the formula, x equal to m1 into x2 plus m2 into x1 by m1 plus m2. And when I take y from here, y equal to, now everything will be second, m1 into y2 plus m2 into y1 by m1 plus m2. Lower part is same. So same thing, when I take second, I have to take second, that is, if I take ordinate, everyone will be ordinate, but first ratio will multiply with second part, and second ratio will multiply with first part, and lower part both the ratio will be added. Now this formula I will explain again with the help of an example. Calculate the coordinate of the point P which divides the line joining A minus 1 comma 3, B 5 comma 9 in the ratio 1 is to 2. So there is a line AB whose coordinates are this and this, it is given here, and there is a point P which has divided this line AB, and while dividing the ratio is 1 is to 2. That means one part is this side, two part is this side. That means this part is smaller, this part is larger. So this point is dividing. Now they are asking you find the coordinates of point P. So the coordinates of point P. So I will write, let the coordinates of P be x comma y. So now just now I had told you I start from here. If I take x, now first I wrote formula m1 into same formula. Now here this x I wrote here, and now equal to, here m1 has been taken by 1. So 1 into, I multiply with this, that means 5. You just see here, or you can check here, m1 into x2, this is x2, that means 1 into 5 plus I take second with first, 2 into minus 1, and lower part I add 1 plus 2. So 5 ones are 5, 2 ones are 2, but minus 2 by 3, and answer will be 3 by 3, that is 1. So value of x is 1, that means x came 1. Now second one, when I take y, what I do? I take 1 into second plus 2 into 3. You see, 1 into 9 plus 2 into 3. 9 ones are 9, 2 3 are 6. 9 plus 6 by 3, 15 by 3, it is 5. That means the coordinate of point P is x comma y. I can say x is 1, y is 5. You see, x is 1, y is 5. So one more formula I will explain, and then one more example, then I will end today's video. Suppose same thing, line PQ divided by point R, but ratio is k is to 1. Now you will be saying, why same thing, why it is written in this way? Then I will say, when a line is divided by a point in some ratio, then we should take the ratio as k is to 1. That means when we know the ratio, take this formula. But when the ratio is unknown, there is a line but it is divided in two parts, find the ratio. That time our ratio should be k is to 1. Rest formula is same. Like if we take x, then what happens? This k will multiply with x2, k into x2, and 1 will multiply with x1. 1 into x1 is x1, and lower part we add both k plus 1. That means same formula, only thing is that this formula we apply when ratio is unknown. Like in this question, ratio was known, but when ratio is unknown, this formula. Now when I take y, what will happen? K will multiply with y2, means when I take second, k will multiply with second, and 1 will multiply with y1, and 1 into y1 is y. Sorry, here I made a small mistake. It will be y1. So it will be y1, and by k plus 1. Lower part we add. Now same formula I am going to use in this example. In what ratio? You see, ratio is unknown. Here ratio was known, but here ratio is unknown. And the line segment joining, the line segment is 3 minus 3 comma minus 1 and minus 8 comma minus 9 is divided at the point minus 5 comma 3. That means minus 5 comma 3 is dividing this line. That means minus 3 minus 1 and minus 8 minus 9 will be at the two last points, and dividing point is minus 5 comma 3 in the middle, and ratio is unknown, so k is to 1, k is to 1. Let the ratio be k is to 1, that we have to write. Rest formula is same, children. X equal to k into this x2 plus 1 into x1. So that is formula. But here you might be saying, sir, why did you use arrow? Then I will tell you, this is x. So this x place has been taken by minus 5. So I will use the value of x here and write arrow minus 5 equal to k is unknown, k into, you know, this is x2. So minus 8 plus 1 into minus 3 is minus 3. 1 into minus 3 is minus 3. As minus and plus is there, so I wrote minus in bracket. And lower part k plus 1. Now minus 5 same. Minus 8 into k, minus 8k. Plus into minus, minus 3, k plus 1. Now I will cross multiply. I can cross multiply anything. Here I multiply like this. Minus 5 into k, minus 5k, minus 5 into plus 1, minus 5. 5 ones are 5, plus into minus, minus. And 8, minus 8k minus 3 with 1. Same thing. Now kk will come this side, number will go that side. Minus 5k and plus 8k, because minus 8k coming here. And minus 5 comes this side, plus 5, and minus 3 is here. Our answer is 3k equal to 2. After subtraction, 3k equal to 2, k equal to 2 by 3. Now k was unknown, 1 is known. So when we got the value of k, we need not use second formula. So we are not going to use second formula. We got the value of k. So the ratio is k is to 1, as k is 2 by 3 is to 1. But it is said ratio should not be written in fraction. So this 3 will multiply with 1. 3 ones are 3. So 2 is to 3 is our answer. Now you might be saying, then why was this second formula used? Then I will tell you. Here all the first values were known. By chance, suppose if this first value or this first value is unknown and all second value is known, that time this formula we will use second formula. I hope you understood. When everything is known, first formula only will help you to get the answer. But by chance, if any one first value is unknown, suppose if 8 was unknown, it is written x2 here, that time we cannot find the value. That time second formula will help us to find the value of k. Now some more formulas I have formula number 4, 5, 6 on the way. Based on this formula I will teach you some examples in the next video. Thank you children.